about the weather and how you guys have been. Have you been doing any changes or anything to deal with kind of the ash falling and the poor air quality, or have you just been doing the same stuff?
Well, we started training today, so I think yesterday looked like the worst of it, and keep an eye on how things look. We trained today with no modifications, and the plan was to keep it a bit lighter today than we had been. Things went smooth, players are doing great, it was a great first session of the week.
Hopefully their quality is going to get better, but does it change the rest of the week, or is it kind of a benefit that you'll be traveling to Boston? And
yeah, we train one more day tomorrow, and unless it gets far worse than today, hopefully we're okay, and then we travel Friday.
And then moving into kind of where you guys are at, you obviously clinched a playoff spot this weekend. How exciting was that for the group to be able to check that off?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I honestly haven't had a single conversation with a player or member of staff about that. What was really good, what was exciting, is about how we played against Washington. I thought both teams handled the heat really well, and they had obviously a long week coming in. And what we showed that we hadn't shown in other games, we got on the front foot and we stayed on the front foot, and we continued being positive, and we continued to get forward and create. We were rewarded with goals, but the first thing we talked about today was we had some opportunities to create more goal scoring chances, and we want to do that. And we also talked about today, we didn't concede, but there were some gaps at times in our pressure, there was gaps in our back line, and we want to tidy that up. So it's really excited with that performance. It's cool. It's cool that we've clinched. Obviously we're chasing a couple more things, and right now it's all about Boston away and trying to be at our absolute best and putting a performance away from home that we can be proud of.
Well, obviously you say you're chasing a couple more things. I mean, sometimes a team will clinch something early and have nothing to chase. You guys have a lot to still go for the Shield, and a minimum locking up that second spot. How does that kind of keep you guys motivated, knowing there's still more out there too?
Yeah, our motivation is day to day. Our motivation is the next game ahead. This game is going to be probably our toughest that we've had in the last 3-4 weeks. Going away to there, it's a tough travel, and it's a team that is desperately hungry to get points, and they're well coached and they're well organised, and we've already had 2 tough games against them. I think that's our motivation right now, is this next game and preparing to perform at our best. While the Shield is still alive, I think our job is just to keep the foot down and keep pressure on, and I think it's a good external motivation to keep us trying to be at our best. And home playoff is obviously a high priority, and finishing the regular season in competitive hungry form is as important. We want to be flying into that semi-final, and right now we got Boston, and then we'll have 2 other games to think about after that, to try and get this right. Right now the group is doing superb. They're managing themselves, and they're managing each other really well to keep performing, and we want to continue that progress.
When you talk about going and flying, when you heading into playoffs and playing your best soccer, I mean, you've talked about that all year, wanting to make sure everything's coming together by the end of the year. Are you proud of what the group has been able to build towards to this point? Yeah,
2-part. It's the same as last year. We took off halfway through and finished the season extremely strong last year. Those final four games, the way we finished out the season, was our best, and we went in, and the semi-final, as heartbreaking as it was one of the best games of soccer, club soccer, the country's seen, and I thought we were very good, and obviously had some slips in that one which ran away from us. Like last year, we're peaking at a great, amazing time, and we've gone through challenges like everyone else. We've gone through a lot of injuries. Only a couple of teams have gone through the amount of injuries like we have, and for us we're starting the season without key players. We had players missing pre-season, getting injured just before pre-season. We had some tough challenges at the beginning of the season, and what the players have done to manage that. Players have stepped up, and some of the players like Megan Cox, who isn't here now, is responsible for putting us in this great position. And now, we're closer as a group. We're clear on what we're trying to do, we're trying to achieve. We've adapted, we've evolved with the demands of the league, and and what makes us more successful and our players more successful. And right now things are going well, and that's one part. And two is the split second that we start thinking and enjoying that is the second that we stand still, and we can't because anyone is capable of being anyone in this league, and anything can happen. We're really excited to have a good training week this week, and super motivated to perform away from home, which is a big challenge at a really high level.
And any update on when Tobin will make her debut?
She's doing really well. Things are going smoothly. She won't play in Boston, and we'll keep an open mind for Orlando away because of that gap, the international break before. Gives her more time. It's been superb having her back. It's been great having her back on the field. It's been great having her personality around. She's a big leader for us, and she's taking those small steps. Things are going very well.